Good morning, dear students. Today topic is fluid dynamics. In this chapter, up to now, we discuss the fluid is at rest. But here, the fluid is in motion. So, the study of fluids in motion is known as fluid dynamics. Next one is study fluid. The flow of the fluid is said to be studied if at any given point the velocity of each passing fluid particle remains constant in time. Here I am taking the path of the fluid particles. So here at any given point, so here I am taking this is given point, the velocity of each passing fluid particles. So here I am taking this is first particle, second particle, third particle, here it is fourth particle. So all particle when passing this point, at this point all particles have same velocity. If they have same velocity, so this type of fluid is known as steady fluid. Next one is streamline. The path taken by a fluid particle under a steady flow is called streamline. Here I am taking a path of the particles. So this path of the particle is known as streamline. The tangent drawn on streamline gives us the direction of velocity of the fluid particle. So if I am taking this particle, the velocity of this particle is tangent at this point. So that is so the velocity of this particle at this point is it is tangent direction. So at this it is tangent direction. no two streamlines are intersect. If two streamlines are intersect, what happen? So at this point, so the particle must have two velocities. So that is, here it is v1, here it is v2. But a single particle does not have two velocities. So no two streamlines are intersect. Next one, turbulent flow. The flow of the fluid is said to be turbulent. If the velocity at any point in space varies rapidly and randomly, with time. For example, if an obstacle placed in the path of the fast moving flow, causes turbulent flow. Next one is equation of continuity. Consider a pipeline of varying cross-section area. So here cross-section area is A1. Here the cross-section area is A2. Suppose a shaded portion represent fluid element entering from left side and existing from right side in del t time. The velocity of the fluid particle entering into the vessels is v1. The velocity of fluid particle existing from vessels is v2. We know velocity is equal to distance by time. From this, distance is equal to velocity into time. So here the distance is, that is the length is, we can write velocity into time interval. So at this the velocity is v1. So the time interval is del t. At this, length of the fluid element L is velocity into time interval. So that is del t. We know mass is equal to density into volume. We can write mass is equal to density into, here volume is equal to cross section area into length of the fluid element. So that is cross section area into length of the fluid element. So here we can write the mass of the entering fluid element. So that is del m1 is equal density. Here density is rho 1 into cross section area is A1 into here length is equal V1 into del T. Let us take this is first equation. At the same time, the mass of the existing fluid element. So that is del m2 is equal density. Here density is rho 2 into cross section area is A2. Here length is V2 into del T. Length of the fluid element is V2 into del T. Let us take this is equation 2. According to law of conservation of mass, entering mass and existing mass is same. So that is del m1 is equal del m2. So from equation 1 and 2, we can write del m1 is equal del m2. So here del m1 is equal rho 1 into A1 into V1 into del T is equal rho 2 into A2 into V2 into del T. But for incompressible fluids, density is same. So rho 1 is equal rho 2 is equal rho. So we can write rho 1 is equal rho into A1 into V1 into del T is equal rho 2 is equal rho A2 into V2 into del T. So here rho cancel, del T cancel. So finally we can get A1 V1 is equal A2 V2. So from this we can write AV is equal constant. This equation is known as equation of continuity. Here the cross sectional area is inversely proportional to velocity. So if area is decreases, the velocity is increases. Here it have small cross section area, so the velocity is large. Here it have large cross section area, the velocity is small. Next one is Bernoulli's principle. The statement of Bernoulli principle is, as we move along a streamline, the sum of the pressure P, the kinetic energy per unit volume, that is 1/2 rho v square, and the potential energy per unit volume, rho gh, remains a constant. So here therefore pressure P plus kinetic energy per unit volume 1 by 2 rho V square plus potential energy per unit volume. So that is rho GH is equal constant. So this is known as Bernoulli's principles. This is valid for steady, non-viscous and incompressible fluids. Let us see proof. Consider non-viscous, steady and incompressible flow of fluid through a pipeline of varying cross-section area. So here cross-section area is A1. Here cross-section area is A2. Suppose a shaded portion represent fluid element entering from left side, exit from right side in del t time interval. So here the velocity of entering fluid particles is V1. Here the velocity of exit fluid particle is V2. We know velocity is equal distance by time. From this, distance is equal, we can write velocity into time. So here distance is nothing but length of the fluid element. So length of the fluid element del L1 is equal, we can write velocity into time interval. So here velocity is V1 into time interval is del t. Here length of the fluid element del L2 is equal, we can write velocity into time interval. So V2 into del t. Here height is h1. So here height is h2. Here pressure is P1 and here pressure is P2. In moving the fluid element from left to right, the work is done by three forces. So let us see. First force is work done by the pressure force at this point. So let us take this is first point. Second force is work done by the pressure force at this point. So let us take this is second point. And third force is work done by the gravity. Let us discuss. First one is work done by the pressure force. At point, first point, at point 1. So at point 1, pressure is P1, cross section area is A1. So the pressure force is towards right side. So here pressure force F1 is equal P1 into A1. So from this work done W1 is equal, how we can write? Force into displacement. So F1 into del L1. So that is equal, here F1 is equal P1 into A1. Del L1 is equal V1 into del T. So therefore W1 is equal P1 A1 V1 del T. So this work done is positive because here pressure force is towards right side and the displacement is also towards right side. So both are in same direction. So work done is positive. See second one. Work done by the pressure force at point 2. See here, the pressure is P2, area is A2. The pressure force is towards left side, but the displacement is towards right side. Both are in opposite direction. So here, work done by the pressure force is negative. So here, F2 is equal P2 into A2. Here work done W2 is equal force into displacement, that is length of the fluid element del L2. So that is called, here F2 is called P2 A2 del L2 is equal V2 del T. But here work done is negative because the pressure force is towards left side and displacement is towards right side. So here it is negative. So that is minus P2 A2 V2 into del T. So here double 2 work done is negative. See the third one. Work done by gravity. So here Fg is equal mg and work done by the gravity Wg is equal mgh, force into displacement. Here the displacement of fluid element. Here the displacement of fluid element is h2 minus h1. So here the displacement of fluid element is towards upward direction, but acceleration due to gravity is downward direction. So both are in opposite direction. So here work done by the gravity is negative. That is Wg is equal minus mgh. So here therefore Wg is equal, we can write minus mg. Here h is equal to h2 minus h1. So here work done by the gravity is negative because the fluid element is move upward direction, acceleration due to gravity is downward direction. So both are in opposite direction. So the work done by the gravity is negative. Therefore net work done W is equal W1 plus W2 plus W3. So W is equal, we can write P1 A1 V1 del T minus P2 A2 V2 del T minus mg h2 minus h1. From work energy theorem, we know change in kinetic energy, that is K2 minus K1 is equal work done. So here work done is equal K2 minus K1. So we can write here work done is equal P1 A1 V1 into del T minus P2 A2 V2 into del T minus mg H2 minus H1 is equal K2 minus K1. K2 is equal of mv2 square minus of mv1 square. So here take 1 by 2 m common. So that is v2 square minus v1 square. So divide both sides by the mass of the fluid element. So here mass of the fluid element we can write m is equal rho A1 V1 del T, that is equal rho A2 V2 del T. So divide with this equation. Divide this equation with mass of the fluid element. So that is equal m is equal rho A1 V1 del T is equal to rho A2 V2 del T. So here P1 A1 V1 del T by mass. So that mass is, I can write rho A1 V1 del T. So here rho A1 V1 del T minus P2 A2 V2 del T by mass. So here mass is, I can write rho A2 V2 del T minus mg S2 minus H1 by, here mass, I am taking mass, that is equal 1 by 2 m V2 square minus V1 square. Here I am dividing with mass m. So here A1 V1 V1 del T cancel. A2 P2 V2 del T cancel. Mass cancel. Here mass cancel. So from this we can get P1 by rho minus P2 by rho minus G into H2 minus H1 is equal 1 by 2 V2 square minus V1 square. So here I am multiplying both sides by rho. So here rho into rho cancel. P1 minus rho cancel. P2 minus rho G H2 minus H1, that is called 1 by 2 rho V2 square minus V1 square. So from this we can write P1 minus P2 minus rho G H2 minus into minus plus rho G H1, that is called 1 by 2 rho V2 square minus 1 by 2 rho V1 square. So here P1 plus take minus 1 by 2 rho V1 square left side. So that is 1 by 2 rho V1 square plus rho GH1 is equal, take minus P2 right side. So it is P2, take minus rho GH2 right side. So that is P2 1 by 2 rho V2 square plus rho GH2. So from this we can write P plus 1 by 2 rho V square plus rho GH is equal constant. Here the sum of pressure, kinetic energy per unit volume, potential energy per unit volume is constant. This is known as Bernoulli's principle.